yo.
Be here when it's. I just want to be here when it's gone.
Yeah, and the governor shut everything down again, as far as the gym and everything, bro. I'm about sick of this, bro.
I don't see. Okay, you feel. I mean, it's really not like a complete shutdown, but it's just a like scale back to phase 2. Like,
Right.
Technically, can I put air quotes around that? Because to me, honestly, I was driving down the street and the traffic is still bad as hell.
Yeah.
Like it got back and people are just like. Restaurants are putting their entire restaurant in their parking lot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
There's so many, like, umbrellas are not available anywhere right now
I
because
know.
I'm telling you, man, they put umbrellas everywhere.
And like I said, some of the gyms are still staying open. They not
yeah.
giving the shit of what the governors
I
is saying.
still
I gotta
go to
make
the
some
gym.
money. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, like they going on strike.
Yeah.
They said they really.
And they actually Crunch made me sign a waiver that
Oh.
if I do get sick, they
You
can't
can't
be
sue them.
responsible for it.
Yeah, I'm not even
Wow.
going into that gym, man. I've been going outside. Like, man, I'm
you're
telling you.
not sparing. You're not taking
Yeah.
the risk for this shit.
I'm up in Coolidge Park every morning, man. You know what I'm saying? Long Beach representing, you know.
Oh man.
But yeah, like that's what I've been doing, man. I actually, you know, found a couple people that wanted to, like partner up on like training and everything, and so yeah, I've been doing that.
But do you think it's about time? I mean, they gonna have to come up with something because they keep shutting it down and opening it back up because people are getting relentless and people gonna start going fucking crazy as far as mentally.
People are already going crazy?
Yeah, they already
like,
going crazy and shit, you know.
I
But-
think the problem is that, and also my hair lady, you know, she was like super frustrated because they were doing everything right, and those people feel like they're the ones like, why do we have to suffer because there's like idiots not taking every possible precaution. I really think that we just aren't gonna get a hold of it, and we really have to hold ourselves accountable. Like at the end of the day, I mean, we're gonna have to wear masks. We're gonna have to engage like in close quarters with people we know. You know,
Right.
we're gonna just have to do that. Businesses are gonna have to invest in like what they call like the the metering of like your temperature, the temperature checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do those temperature checks. I mean, they're happening everywhere. I mean, they're doing them. I went to Bob's Furniture the other day. Tangent. And they fucking like checked my temperature at the door. And you know, I think that if you have like that consensus across the board, I think you should. I mean, we're gonna find out really where it's coming from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like we still feel like I feel like we still don't really know. Man.
Right. And as far as gyms, honestly, I think gyms should stay open, man, because, I mean, that's a good way to, stay healthy, take the proper precautions. And like I said, why don't they start putting these COVID testing sites at these gyms?
Man, we did say that the other day.
Yeah.
We dropped the jewel for every single gym in the world. Right? We said, hey, you can charge people, however, you can get the government to like have a testing center at your gym, dude.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you do that?
I mean,
I don't
help
see
gym.
ain't no gym doing that. Like, and
Everybody goes to the gym. They're going to have to avoid. People are not getting tested because they ain't putting it at the people where people go to. So people go to the gym.
making it worse, making us not trust y'all. I'm telling y'all, man, because y'all ain't doing what's right. That's what people think it's a hoax, man. They're like, hey, this is, they think that it's not either true or they think or whatever because it seems like people aren't using their brains of being like, progressive with it and saying, hey, we can put these testing sites there.
Right.
I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I just want to digress.
But anyway, man,
Let's get into the show.
yeah, the quote of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give it to one of the great leaders, Mr. John Lewis, who passed away this past weekend, man.
Great civil rights leader.
Yeah, civil rights
John
leader.
Lewis does not get enough credit. People don't say his name enough. Man, when I heard the news, I definitely had to take a moment of silence just because, going to college in Birmingham, Alabama, I learned about him when I was like 19 years old, and I just was like shocked at of all the work. I knew that there were people that weren't publicized or weren't popularized during the loads of them, right?
Right.
Medgar Evers and other people like that, but like John Lewis, I didn't know, man.
Yeah.
He was in government at that time,
Yeah.
and this was like 20, almost 20 years ago. And I just saw the stuff that he recently did with like holding the current administration accountable, and like defending Baltimore, when they were talking shit about Baltimore, and when I saw it, like he makes us feel like he's for us, he's always been that way. So,
Right.
But yeah, what was the quote, man?
Yeah, the quote was, oh man, come on now, phone. Oh, no, my phone won't. Sorry. see, come on.
That's the Apple for you.
Cold out, it gave me the Apple product, man. Man, Apple is the shit. Okay? If you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, you have to more obligations to do something about it. You have more obligations to do something about it if you see something that's not right.
Yes, that's true.
So that's definitely true. I mean, you know what's going on in today's society. So that's basically telling you what's going on. He basically telling you that if you see something that's not right, not fair, I mean, do something about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he was, if you ever heard him talking, I'm sure a lot of people are all over the internet right now trying to say, let me check out some videos from him. He does have a lot of information out there. That's kind of like the simple genius that he was.
Right.
Like, if you see something that ain't right, like, I'm going to just speak on it. I'm not going to, like, try to manipulate the situation.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you straight questions. I want straight answers. And when people start to chatter and, like they start to, stammer, he always checks them.
Exactly.
So, that's what's up with John Lewis.
Yes, indeed. So let's go and introduce our guests, man. We had these brothers on one time before, man. They brought a dope product to us, man, called the Eye Balance, man. It's been the takeover. You know what I'm saying? This mainstream we call health and exercise. It's gonna take exercising to a whole nother level, man. So let's give these boys the proper introduction, man. Eye Balance, man.
Eye Balance.
Yes, sir.
What up, you guys? How's it going?
Yeah, y'all gonna introduce yourselves again, man.
Yeah. My name is Alika Owana, and I do like marketing. And
Okay.
so that's what's up.
Yeah.
I Balance running back part 2.
Exactly.
We didn't get so any people that that catch wind of this, like they've been here before, like they
At the beginning
stage
of
Yeah.
coronavirus.
Yes.
When
Was
it first
it
started.
Yeah, was it
First
Yeah.
couple of days.
The birth of it.
It was like February, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, man.
It was March.
Maybe it was early March, right?
Yeah, then when they first start shutting things down, yeah.
Yeah, because I just came from Vegas.
Yep.
And I was like, Vegas is
Yeah, and we had an opportunity to actually see it,
Yeah.
see this machine in work. We actually connected at the what was it? The Fit
LA
Expo.
Expo.
Yeah.
LA Fit Expo.
Yeah.
They lucked up. That Fit Expo lucked up, didn't they?
Man.
Yeah.
Right before.
Right before,
Yeah.
like the weekend before.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, LA was we were struggling this year, man.
Exactly, man. It seems like it's not going to. I hope it do it, man. Damn. But other than that, man, how things been since the continuous of this COVID-19, man? How have y'all been doing so far?
So, doing well. We're making moves. We're starting,
Okay.
things are starting to come along. It's
Yeah.
been a long process we touched on last time.
Yeah.
Years in the making, but the past 6 months, big moves have been made.
Okay.
And this whole COVID thing, we want to get this thing out ASAP because
Right.
there's no better time to take advantage of this.
Exactly.
Bring this to market. Everyone, you can't even find dumbbells in the store right now.
You can't. You know what? I was just talking about that.
Toilet paper and dumbbells.
I was in Target, and in Target there's things that never leave the shelves.
Yep.
Kettlebells are always there because they're overpriced. They're like $79
Plus
plus
they
they
heavy
heavy
shit you
shit.
don't carry in the car.
And I mean, every Target I've been in, they've been empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the 5-pounder to the 40-pounder, just gone.
Yeah.
I mean, even online, like if you guys check on eBay or OfferUp, they sell their dumbbells like high price.
Yeah.
Like I think I bought a 15-pound, like a pair. It was like $80.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my
I needed it. I really needed it.
Yeah.
And that's what we're thinking. Like, people are spending $80 on a couple of dumbbells.
Yeah.
Let's bring this to you guys home. You gotta buy no dumbbells. Now we're working.
Yeah, I think I love the product too. But let's scale back. Let's introduce. Let's like try to get the team introduced.
Sure, yeah,
fully.
yeah. We kind of,
Okay.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
we got ahead of ourselves.
This is locker room talk, man. Like that's how we do it.
Hey, we just all over the fucking place. That's locker room talk, goddamn. I mean,
Yeah, ain't no big deal. Like I just want to reconnect with everybody. That's all. It's a personal reason. I don't know about the structure necessarily, but
yeah, yeah.
so-
So we got about the creator, you know what I'm saying, of the product, man, the mind behind it, you
What's
know.
up, guys? I'm Tony. I'm the one that created it.
You got to introduce yourself. My name's Easy. I'm running your marketing sales aspect of
Okay.
it.
right.
Now that we're about to get this out, you're about to see my face all over the place, and I can shut up because I'm gonna make people buy this shit. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Keep that LeBron beard going too, bro. Like keep that going.
See, told you.
Yeah.
I get a lot of hate from that
Works.
guy right now.
It's not like the
Don't
beard.
encourage it. Don't encourage it.
Man, chicks did the beard, man. They dig it, man. I'm
I'm
telling you.
working from home, so I got a reason to go shave.
Yeah.
Just let it go. Let's
Yeah.
let it go.
So as you were, man. So you invented it, like you started it. Just like refresh us a little bit on
Yeah,
on
on the product, man. Folks who haven't listened to the first episode.
Yeah, so it all kind of just, started one day. I was working out, 45-pound weights. And then I just was like, maybe I could balance on this bar and hold these weights. And that's what ended up happening. I used the front weight to hold on to it, put my feet on the bar, and it was a little hard to, hold it. And of course, it hurts your wrist a little and everything.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like how it all started. And then from there, I was like, all right, let's do this to the front, make the handlebars, put your feet back there, and all that. Just kind of, it just stayed an idea. And then, like, I want to say, man, like 7 years later, I was like, all right, let's patent it. No one said anything about it. Yeah. And then it's all about money too. So not having money or not knowing really where to go with it.
Right.
Because it kind of, if you're not educated in like how to like push a product,
Right.
you basically have to like educate yourself to learn how to push it.
Takes time, right?
Yeah, so it takes a little bit of time. Once I got figured out like at least the first steps, I had to pay a little bit extra, not knowing, but I learned from paying,
Right.
So it's almost like I paid to learn, but I got to the point where it's like we're at now. We found a manufacturer. We're just waiting on the set price. Once we got that, we're off and running.
Off and running, man.
Yeah.
Y'all came in a perfect time.
Perfect timing.
There's a
Man.
level up.
Yeah,
It
we
sounds like.
leveled up big time.
Okay.
It's not
Since the last time,
We're
yeah.
right there,
Yeah. Machine's gonna change a little bit.
So we finally, like we talked about last time, one of the biggest hurdles that we were facing at the time was finding the resources to get the funding to find a manufacturer because we weren't producing at scale because we don't have the orders, right?
Right.
We finally partnered, we found a manufacturer in Texas who took care of us, like Tony mentioned. They improved our CAD files. And we're just waiting, man. Like we basically had our launch party this weekend.
That's what's up.
We did a big video shoot, like our first big video promo shoot. Alika really got down on
Killed
that.
it.
We got a couple professional actors in there.
Nice.
A big fitness guru who's big in the industry.
Okay.
So when you guys see it, it's very, very well done. But we're super excited about it.
Right.
When is it coming out?
Very soon.
Very soon.
Within
Okay,
the next
cool.
couple
Yeah,
weeks.
couple weeks.
Oh, that's dope,
That's
man.
what. Yeah, because we want to time it right to where we get the price per machine. That way we have the time to just like, all right, let's put it on basically market it, and then have the availability to not.
I'm gonna tell you,
to have
man.
it.
So I gotta get one. So however y'all need to hook that up,
Yes,
I know.
we will.
You already know.
I mean, I'm in the process of like possibly in the buying a piece of property, and I just a home, and I'm gonna build out my garage, and
Hell
I
yeah.
just
That's a good step.
really want that piece of.
Yeah, I need one too. Just keep the price balanced. You know what I mean?
yeah, and that's what we're working on.
Exactly.
But that's what's dope, man. Like, I mean, that's exactly what we wanted to hear. We knew it was great when we saw it originally,
exactly,
man. We saw we tried to do the, just the push-ups alone,
Yeah.
how it forces you. There's levels to it with the piece. Can y'all like tell us like a little bit about like how you how people can benefit from like using it?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So obviously, you know, they can benefit from the way you guys use traditional push-up, right? You know, it's different from a regular push-up. Everyone knows the push-up is the most simplest, basic, oldest workout known to man, right? We've obviously taken that to a whole new level where you can't cheat. You can't sag your core. You have to engage your core and your full body throughout the whole motion. Right. And obviously, we've all done push-ups. We've done push-ups to burnouts. And there's a point that comes where you start to cheat.
I've seen it, man.
I see that a lot.
Yeah, do the worm. As a matter of fact, I just saw it the other day. I was like with the homie. We were just at Coolidge Park, just working out, and we're trying to get we'll do 100 push-ups in under 5 minutes, right? So he's pushing. I could.
You can do 100.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm not trying to brag. I thought that was normal, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie.
He said it's normal.
I thought it was normal, but anyway. So moving on.
Get 50.
With those tanks for arms, this guy got tanks. Anyway, the point is that I'm he was pushing it, and I was like, man, you gotta do him right. And so he was just leaving he was sagging the whole time. He's like, ooh, 80, 90. And I just saw his shoulder going up. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna tell him. I'm not even gonna tell him. We need eye balance. That's what we need.
That's one of the things about it, right? It also teaches you proper form. Right?
True.
So when you master the form on that machine, you go do a regular push-up, your form is going to be phenomenal. You're going to have that straight spine from head to toe, right? It's going to be legit. So when you guys see the videos coming out, the people that have done the workouts in this video have incorporated some workouts you would never even think of. Honestly, you would never think of the workouts they're doing on this. They're doing yoga, they're doing leg kickbacks with bands on, booty bands, right? They're doing mountain climbers on a balance.
I saw a person doing lunges with it, man.
It works.
Military wrestling bar. There's so many different things. So the lady that we have, Alika's beautiful wife, she's one of the models on there. Okay. She incorporates HIIT exercises on this.
Nice.
So she'll do push-ups, then she'll jump up and do step-ups on the back.
Oh, you can do that? Yeah, I thought about
that. I saw that.
Do a jump over the bar.
Yeah.
Right? And
that's
fire on there doing them.
Nice.
You get that caloric burn and you get your heart rate up just from doing the machine itself, So it's when you guys see this video, the workouts they're doing is going to blow your mind.
So describe it a little bit because we need to paint a picture for everybody listening. So we've already kind of described it because, of course, the inventor was like, okay, so I took this broomstick and I took 45, pound plates and, I cut them in half and then taped some handles to them or do it, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But it's the gadget type shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So for people who are in the know of the industry, think about balancing on 4 half-bow balls. Think about it like that, right? And you're doing a push-up while each one of your extremities is on a half-bow ball. Just the thought of that. Yeah. How do you keep that balance?
Right.
So, that's the way I've always been able to explain on a layman's term.
Right.
How would you guys explain it?
Yeah. It's basically like a 245 weight cut in half circles with a pole in the middle, and then handlebars and a foot plate. And the Bosu ball thing is comparable, but I think when all of your weight and pressure is all on that one half bar, it does something. You know what I mean? Like Bosu balls are there's a lot more surface area. So when all of your weight is concentrated in this skinny half circle, it's definitely not like anything else. We tried to rack our brains why is this a dumb product? Why would somebody why can't somebody just figure out how to make this on their own? And we're like, nah, dude, this is
it's got so many levels, so much growth opportunity. Yeah. I've seen just in my own way, I was like, man, there's a lot of things you can do with it the way it is. Yeah. Have y'all thought about I guess enhancing the product as it begins to sell?
Definitely.
We got some stuff that's working. I know you can't tell anybody yet, but I'm just saying. I thought of a few things. We'll talk off camera. I was like, man, if it did this or did that, I told y'all right now.
Yeah.
We'll blow your mind off camera.
I know. That's what's up.
And you'll blow our mind off camera.
That's what's up.
But the crazy thing I love about the product, man, is portable. You can carry it anywhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can carry it to the park. You can carry it, to the gym if you want to. It's the perfect time for this product to come out.
With too much information, we've made it where you can take it to the beach.
Nice.
Oh shit! I'm not gonna say much more.
Okay, got you.
But this machine is
off-roading.
evolved. It's evolved, and we're starting starting to see all the tiny little things that we can improve out there and going to benefit everyone, anybody who uses it, right? From any stage, from a beginner, intermediate, advanced, anybody that uses it is going to benefit. I'm not going to say they can, they will benefit from it. And it's exciting, man. It's so exciting to see what's going to happen and the transformations that people are going to go through.
Yeah.
You know, one of the big things on our Instagram is Alika's wife did a 30-day challenge. And the transformation.
That was amazing.
Yeah. And not only the way she actually was able to do it better, because she started off like not being able to balance so well.
Right.
And she ended up like mastering that thing.
Yes. And now she's doing other things. Like, how can I challenge myself on the machine, create, make my workout harder, more efficient, right? But just that transfer, that picture, that before picture, so I was like, and this is from a push-up machine.
Wow.
Most people get this from doing cardio and going on crazy diets, and not saying that none of that's good for you. Like, that's all great for you. But the results that we achieved, it blew my mind. I was like, it's legit.
It's just like your in-home personal trainer, might well say.
Yeah.
I mean, if you work on it and perfect it, you know what I'm saying, you bound to get some results.
Definitely.
You know, so and that's what I love about it.
Have y'all thought about, like, well, of course we didn't get it from you before, have you discussed price points or levels of price points on the thing?
We got about a week or two on that.
So still working on it? Okay.
So that's basically our last step. So we have everything in the process, in the works. And once we get this number from the manufacturer, like it's going to cost you guys X amount to produce this many units, then we're gonna figure the price out.
Okay.
But we'll tell you this much: it's a lot lower than what we had initially.
Because I remember us talking a little bit about it at the Fesco, like, and because it was mostly, because gyms were scoping it. You were like, hey, like if you go to a 24 or to any other gym. Like, if you saw this here, it'd be a great piece of equipment, you know what I mean? But now being able to like possibly spread it out everywhere, might.
Is that still the plan, to get gyms to
long run?
Eventually,
yeah.
We do have one in the works, but like with this whole COVID stuff, everything being closed.
Yes.
They're open.
Don't tell nobody.
I know.
Keep that one.
Definitely, the long vision is we obviously want to be in the big gyms, right? But let's be honest, realistic. It's about building our brand right now. You know what I'm saying? So that once we get to that part where we can scale up that quick and that fast, our brand has been built. We've built credibility in the industry. We have the right people who are on our side, who are promoting us and talking about us. And once we get there, yes, that's our long vision. Let's get
Speaking
of
of
24,
brand,
get in the goals, something like that. But in the meantime, we've had a ton of interest from these smaller gyms and personal trainers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're like, man, we can use this for our team.
Yeah.
With gyms being closed, and weights costing an arm and a leg.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
So they definitely have seen the benefit from it, right? So it's
and
exciting, man.
You have to get different weights with different exercises,
for different bars.
Yeah. Right.
So it's.
I mean, I noticed that you guys have new T-shirts on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, is this the actual official logo that y'all sticking with?
We're gonna incorporate this as part of our logo.
We're playing with it.
Okay.
But this
it looks dope,
this
man.
isn't even the final. We're gonna enhance this some more. So the story behind this is my girlfriend. She owns a little cricket. Maybe I'm giving too much info, so all you entrepreneurs at home start doing your cricket. You know what a cricket is, right?
Yeah.
You know what cricket is?
No,
those machines where you can cut stickers and
it's like a laser cutter.
Yeah, laser.
Okay.
But you can do from
I don't know what that is.
They make it a reasonable price now, so you can do your own crafting.
Okay, so you guys worked on designing this.
We're about to buy one.
We're getting a cricket tomorrow.
We're getting one.
No, you should.
Exactly.
For real.
So we need some design
Amazon,
for our
where's the
merch.
cricket?
I was at home, and she's like, "Do you want me to make shirts?" And I'm like, why not? We're doing our line. Let's have some fun with shirts. And honestly, she came back to me. She's like, "What do you think of this logo?" And I was like, "You made that?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm
She
like,
killed it.
"That's legit."
I'm fucking with it.
That's
It's like
legit.
straight up.
It's
I want a
super
shirt.
basic. Hey, we'll make some. We'll send you guys some.
That's
All right,
okay. Cool.
We'll send you guys some.
It's like some like Tesla or type of.
It looks like technology.
Yeah.
But it's also in the script, there's certain things that come to your mind, like a peace symbol, right?
Yeah.
It's upside down. Thinking about a car, you think about like a machine, the flux capacitor. Also, I don't know if does anybody know the flux? Y'all know the flux capacitor. Hey, I'm just saying, I'm a nerd like this. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. But the cool thing is that like it's aesthetic. It makes it look good. You know?
And on top of that, though, too, it makes people ask. They see that, they're like, what is that? You know, and that's a great conversation starter for us. So we'll definitely incorporate this logo into our line once we get out there. We'll still have the one we had last time. You guys saw the polos.
Yeah.
But we like this. And the cool thing, because we made something for the girls. So I don't know if y'all saw the back. Did you guys see the back?
No.
So let's show the back. So that's the back, right?
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah,
so you keep it. Yeah.
But so for the girls though, we've she did like gold glitter, silver glitter. Like,
okay.
He has one with white. You know, we can do red, and it's cool, man. Like it's cool. But so we'll definitely incorporate it. Have these up for sale for you guys real soon.
man, can I see Al Balance? Y'all involved in a lot. Y'all doing your videos. I can see Al Balance doing workout videos with the Al Balance. I mean, I can see a whole bunch of stuff with y'all product for it. That's why I say it's got a lot of potential to, make it do what it do, and everything. Now, far as just, marketing, just more marketing, what's the next large step far as iBalance, as far as marketing wise?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think we're, at this point, we're kind of trying to figure out our target market. Also, like, the price point is going to kind of be dependent upon that, right?
Okay.
Like, kind of like, you know what I mean? If it's going to be a $1,000 machine or a $300 machine,
okay,
it's going to be a little bit different of a target market. But, I mean, I think just, like, because, like, right now, for sure, people in the fitness industry or people who are just, like, in the fitness world definitely gravitated like you guys. But we kind of want to try to, like, encourage people who maybe, like, aren't, you know what I mean? They're not working out a whole lot because it's like a challenging machine. It's also, I don't know, I mean, like, a lot of people, like, will have, like, they don't like working out, you know what I mean? But we think this machine is a little bit different, you know what I mean? It's a little bit more fun because, like, I think the balance aspect of it is kind of like a challenge, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, but yeah, to basically answer your question, I think we're still kind of in the works of figuring out who exactly our target market is. But yeah, we're just gonna keep, like, it was funny that you just said about, like, your favorite thing is the portability of it.
Right.
You basically, like, just described the video that we just shot. So basically, it's so, like, we shot this video and it's basically, like, from the perspective of 3 different people. So one being, like, a fitness guru, trainer type of guy who talks about, like, the mind and body connection. He talks about conscious movement and, like, not just, like, you know, like throwing your weight around, but, like, thinking and moving specifically. Yeah, so that whole thing. And then the other perspective is, like, from my wife, who's like likes to do workouts at home, you know what I mean? And so kind of incorporates the iBalance into her thing. And like challenges, you know what I mean? And then the other being from a dude who works a 9 to 5 office job. And he's indoors all day, and he loves to work out outside. And so, like, it's the iBalance in a bag, goes to the park. How easy it is to set up in under 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah. So this video coming out will kind of, it'll be the first time people are really kind of seeing the product in, like, a I don't know, like a professional light, I guess. You know what I mean? Not just like iPhone videos.
It's like a story behind it.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest point. Yeah, you can relate to it. I mean, it relates to a wide range of people.
Yeah.
I mean, all those things are relevant and legitimate. You know, I'm thinking, okay, so there are people that sit at a desk all day like a question mark, and then afterwards they want to make sure that they don't stay that way, so they can get their motion on, right? And then the guy with the mind-body movement, that's so important because, like I know I'll let you guys explain it a little bit more, but how the different ways you can work out with it, because it looks basic when you see it, but you can break it down into like 3 different things, like more than that. But like from like what I'm saying is, like, you can challenge yourself, like you said, like either from balancing your lower body and your upper body, or just one or another, and then you can have progressions with it, and that's perfect, man, because. Yeah, and when you look at it, you don't even know, like, how can this be fun? And then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, okay. Hold on. And so you need that imagery in your videos to teach people. You know what I'm saying?
That's huge for us, right? Yeah. We live in a world where everything is visual. Like, you can explain it to me all you want. Read a book about it, but until you see it, then you're like, okay, now I
have to paint pictures.
Now it makes sense, right? Yes. So, I mean, to add on to the marketing aspect of it, so, like, we are waiting on that, but we're still going to go after a lot of the initial channels that we want to go through, right? Yeah. We're still going to go, use social media. But to start, we're really going to be tapping into our networks, personal networks, credible networks, right? Like, we're going to expand it that way. I think that's going to do wonders for the brand. And if we can have a credible person using it, that's showcased on it, it's like anything else, right? I mean, you put Kylie Jenner on a lipstick commercial, people are going to start buying lipstick, right? So the people that we're putting on it, we're hoping that's going to drive a lot of
because if you get involved with like people that are pushing their own personal brands and then they subscribe to it, endorse it, you know what I'm saying?
And I mean, it's just one thing I've learned over the past weeks too is it's people helping people.
That's
right?
what it's all about.
It's people helping people. So I have one lady that reached out to me, same thing as you, like just bought a house, we want to build a home gym. You know, like how do I get your product? Or, hey, great to know. Once I get out here, you're one of the first people I contact. Just so you know, I partnered with the Layton's company as well. I'm gonna let my boss know about that. I'm like, what's up, right?
Yeah,
so I think that's our first big marketing strategy. We're just really tap into these personal networks, the people that we know and the people that they know, and then if they're really going to mainstream it.
Yeah.
And it will, just naturally. Because, I mean, something like that that's so useful. Like, it's like, oh, you have, if you walk into a gym, like any, even home gym, private gym, because we talk to a lot of independent trainers and people with like independent gyms and efforts and focuses, and you walk into their studios or their space, like think about what you're gonna have in there. Like if you have that being a part of it, you got resistance bands, you got a kettlebell,
all the basics.
You can incorporate that into there. You know what I mean? For sure.
And I was gonna say, how many times you go to the gym, you see some equipment, like what is
that?
New
CrossFit gyms, like when I go to CrossFit gyms, they only have, I mean, you already see like a barbell, dumbbell, kettlebell, pull-up bars, right? And then I think it's gonna be perfect for CrossFit gyms.
That's one of the places we're kind of targeting as well.
Yeah.
It's more independent
There's
person.
a lot of strength, right?
And most of them are, they're solely owned. So it's also easier for us to get into the gym and it's solely owned opposed to corporation, right?
I can see yoga doing it too. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Yep. And you'll see in the video.
You can do a lot with it.
Yeah. Like she'll go from a push up and do a downward dog. Just for the stretch.
Exactly.
Your balance.
It's such a good stretch.
Yoga, UFC gyms are really interested because you can still keep that strength, build strength without bulking up.
Right.
So you're leading up to a fight. You don't want to have to. You want to get strong or keep your strength.
It makes you more tone.
But not then you're not adding weight because when you weight lift, you bulk up.
Right.
So when you got someone that's trying to make weight, but they want to maintain that strength, there's no better way to do it than body weight because now you're adding that extra bulk, right? So like you guys, yoga is huge. I'm still really, really an advocate for this being for the young athlete. You know what I'm saying? The 60 to 70
combine
body
football
hasn't
training.
been developed yet.
Right.
And you don't want to stress them or overload them with a bunch of weight. Because, eventually that leads to injuries. That leads to just bad habits.
And as a athlete, that was a student athlete for 6 years, man, I know the most important thing is to have strength in the joints. The joints and the core
is huge.
Is the biggest. I mean, in every sport. But see, I was basketball and track. But like basketball, the stronger you are in your core, the more you can do. The more you survive, and the longer you can play. And because you get bumped, right? And they think like, oh, I'm gonna do these, shoulder presses and do this, and then it's gonna make you stronger. But the truth is, strong in the core, and you're strong in your hips. You know what I mean? Strong in your balance. Then you will definitely do better. And that's exactly what we spoke on this before. Like you're right. The student athlete, like having it in some of the educational institutions that have teams. You know what I mean? Have like
club teams,
AAU teams. The YMCA's that have these youth programs. I mean, there's just a lot of opportunity with this product.
Exactly.
And because of what you touched on, like we're not only providing that exercise, we're also providing the education behind it, right?
Exactly.
Like, why is this so important?
So you guys can like maybe pitch that with the product or like the education. Like how do you? Without, of course, I know there's a lot happening right now. There's a lot of things that you can't necessarily divulge, but like, what were you thinking on that?
So for me, obviously, the education is going to be tailored more towards the young athlete or the inexperienced athlete, because especially as a male, and this is just speaking from experience. We live in this world where it's all about size and looks, and I'm gonna go get my chest big. I'm gonna get my biceps big. Yeah. But what's the functionality behind that, right?
Because you gotta perform still.
Because you gotta perform still. So my whole thing is, education-wise, build the simple things. Build your core. Build the blocks that are gonna build the wall up. Because once you build that foundation, everything else that you'll add to the foundation is gonna be a cinch, right? Once you build the core, once you realize that it's important to have balanced synergy within your muscles and everything working in a flow, once you realize that and master that, everything else that's going to be added is it's going to be clockwork. Right?
Are you going to package that with the product somehow? Like is that something you think? I mean, because like some things have like you get resistance bands, right? They got a DVD and a book with it.
So we thought about that. So, so we're obviously gonna have some once we get to that point, we'll have a few people, especially the people who are partying with who are more credible in the industry scientifically. We're gonna have them create videos, how to use it, what positions you should be in, what the forms should look like. Down the road, we have this vision, without giving out too much information, to have some sort of Peloton subscription type of deal.
Oh, that's
okay. So, and I don't want to dive too deep into that, but that's like a vision as well.
You have to log in and then
Exactly. So once you get bored or you run out of ideas, you join the subscription. Now you have someone that's training with you. And
right.
Hey, try this, do this, do that.
That's good marketing.
So that's one thing we're looking into.
That's a good one.
Yeah. You guys should have an everyday workout video.
Right.
Yeah. For today that we're gonna work on this. And yeah, because I have it's called Ramwad, where I don't know if you guys heard of it, but it's like a yoga stretch type of thing for CrossFit.
Okay.
For weightlifting. And you have to have a subscription, and then they give you like a 14-minute, sometimes 20-minute workout.
Yeah.
Stretching and whatnot. So it's pretty cool.
It's dope.
And especially for people, so I could use that because I don't know nothing about stretching.
Yeah.
You and me both, man.
That's my biggest flaw when it comes to fitness. Is my
it prevents injuries.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. I'm guilty. But we understand that. So again, speaking of that, I think it's important for people that like me in your aspect. I don't know how to stretch. That would be important to me because now I have someone teaching me not only the motions but why it's important.
Right.
What muscles are being stretched. So it's the same type of concept. I think we will add some sort of workout guide initially, like the basics.
Yeah, that'll be included.
Maybe, but it might be a link. You sign up. Hey, we're gonna charge you, but this is
how to use it, how to put it together.
That's a way to also retain, customers too.
Exactly.
Because they subscribe to it and then you get them.
They have a user
Let's not get too deep.
I mean, the business model now is subscription. It's been around for a while. But subscriptions is huge now.
No, but it's fun too because so we've had the iBalance at our house for the past 2 months or something like that, and we're still coming up with new ways to use it. So your girlfriend was she flipped it, she put the pegs in, put her feet where the handles were, and then put her hands where your feet are. Yeah, she's what are those called?
She's doing hip dips.
Hip dips.
Yes.
Yeah, flipped it around. And we're like, whoa, we didn't think of that.
And it's a real hip dip because you're not hitting the ground.
Yeah.
You don't hit the ground. You have to keep it. Keep your muscles active right there. And then come all the way around and stay active. Because when they're on the ground, if you're doing it with a lunge, you can hit the ground.
Wow. And even in that aspect, what you just said, once you hit the ground, you're going deep.
Right.
So to bring it back, you are engaging some core right there. That's true.
He's talking about a 6-pack or 12-pack and
she came up with that on the fly.
Yeah.
That's one of her favorite exercises on a normal day. And she do it. I was like, that's legit.
Well, you find we're gonna be on video and show.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing we're gonna do too is that once we get the website going, we'll have a blog page, and we're gonna have a bunch of different testimonials and stories from everyone who's used it, and we really believe that it's catered to everybody, not just to the 3 personas that we touched on, but the single mom. You know what I mean? The working dad who gets off at the truck driver who drives semis. Throw that in your cab, you stop at a stop, you can bump that out really quick. Everybody.
Y'all are there.
Take it to work.
And I mean, I've worked for SaaS companies. They always have these weird little workout machines to get you up to move. I want to throw those in offices. There's so many different things.
Man, they can be on campuses. A lot of web companies and tech companies,
they're big in that. They're big on that.
Yeah, I mean, because they want to keep people on campus because that's how they create more, and something like that could be quick. You know what I mean? Wow.
And like something like touching on that is like so my wife wears one of those the Apple Watch things for the heart rate monitors, and she was monitoring her stuff, and so like she would do like several different workouts, jump squats, burpees, blah 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 blah. Just holding a plank on the iBalance for 30 seconds like shoots her heart rate up like at least 10-15 BPMs up, like
really
that. And so like I mean, and that's the thing too, like we want to like basically run tests, you know what I mean, on like what it's doing to your body, about like the parts of your body that you're having deficiencies in, how do you like, you know what I mean. And so but like the heart rate thing is kind of wigging me out too, because I'm like, damn, this is
cool. You can build up quick.
It almost seems like y'all should come out with an app for the iBalance.
Hey, we're not stop much, bro.
We gotta stop.
You gotta chill.
Man, we can't be in this. We're like in the business meeting.
I told you it's evolved, man. It's come a long way.
I already seen it in my head right now what it's gonna be, so I'm already.
I love it.
I mean, like talking about like the CrossFit thing, like basically like the whole CrossFit model is like challenge, right? Who's the best? Who's like, and so like I mean, one, and this is not giving anything away, but we just thought of an idea, like what if you could install like a gyroscope, basically like a sensor, to show you how many degrees left and right you're going on each thing, and then that goes to your phone, and then it's like how long can you hold zero? Yeah.
A ranking board, create that competition.
Yeah.
The resistance and
you can
everything
join
like
communities, right?
Yeah.
Local communities, different type of athletic communities. So and you have these rankings, and so we've been thinking about a bunch of stuff on how to do that, right? And so going back to what Alika said about the testing aspect, and maybe I brought this up last time. One thing that I'm going to do, what we're going to do once everything opens up again, and we can get onto a college campus, because I already have a connection at ASU that will do this for me, the kinesiology building. So we're going to measure the differences between the energy output that your muscles are given from a regular push-up and the iBalance. And you put the leads on your body, you can see what's being activated, the energy output on
that is real data,
real scientific data.
That's gonna,
and we're going to put that side by side. If you
already know what the outcome is going to be.
We know what it's going to be. But if you don't know anything about anything, when you see those two,
at least use that.
You can be like, okay, that's visual proof. I don't have to know anything about push-ups or anything about working out, but I can already tell that's more efficient just based on this scientific data.
That's super logical.
So it's we got so much going on. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's dope, man. I mean, the motivation behind this product, man, I can see it blowing big time.
Yeah.
Like seriously. I wish y'all brothers the best, man, and everything, man.
Yeah.
Just give them your information again. When can they find y'all, and when can they expect the product to be released officially?
When are we putting pre-sales up? As soon as we get the number?
So I'm assuming we'll get the numbers like next week.
Next week, yeah. So we're going to be putting the pre-sales link up on the website as soon as we find that number out, and we can finally but bottom line our price, right?
Yep.
So it's happening soon. So we'll know that price within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Right?
That's awesome.
And then
we're so glad to get in there early with them.
iBalanceMachine.com or iBalance Workout. Is it machine? Our damn website.
iBalanceWorkout.com.
Yeah. And then obviously on IG.
iBalance Machine.
Email us. We get a lot of traction on Instagram today. That's where everyone talks to you. Jump into our DM.
Slide into it.
We don't discriminate against anybody. Slide into the DM.
And when they can expect the merch and all that, as far as the merch,
T-shirts. In the works.
Okay.
But that's going to be out too. Like I think that's going to be a big avenue for us as well.
And they probably be all together.
Yeah.
More than likely, just to have. Like if you can't buy the machine or something, you just want some memorabilia. You got the shirt,
Calling team balance.
And to be honest, I want to throw a little snippet out there. For once we get that first order, anybody that orders that first order, we might throw you a present. You might just get a shirt. Who knows? Right?
Got
to for you guys.
With that.
And I can't tell you guys how much we appreciate you even entertaining us the first time, right? And because of that, man, this relationship that we have now, I love it, bro. We really love it.
We believed it from the jump, man. We knew all that y'all talking about. Like honestly, we've talked about it me, Preezy, and I, like we feel like, man, these guys, they got something going.
They got a monster on their hands.
We actually used to like even have our own like little talks, like, man, if they did this with it, man, you know what I'm saying? And then now we talk to you guys, y'all are doing it. Like
great minds think alike.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we said that was pretty dumb as well about it. But you guys are doing
we
like
those too.
We keep those around.
We don't discriminate on nothing.
Exactly.
But we're glad to like be a part of like just be part of the growth of you guys' journey. You know. But we do have a segment. Go on.
Yeah. We gotta get into it, man. We do have a segment called "You Big Dummy" segment. You know what I'm saying? We have to give people the energy they deserve for doing or saying stupid shit. I'm keeping real with you. And the dummy of the day goes to Governor Kemp of Atlanta, who is suing Mayor. No, hold on.
Governor. Okay, go ahead. I was like, hold on. I don't think Atlanta's a state.
My mistake.
You big dummy.
General Georgia Governor Brian Kemp,
right?
And he is suing Atlanta's mayor, Keisha Lance Bottoms, for the mask mandate.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, this mayor, Georgia is a special state. Atlanta is like, and what I mean by that, Atlanta's like an island, and I heard this from an old man, he tells me.
Dude, you know, I look on Instagram and they got the strip clubs open in Atlanta. And they got the clubs open in Atlanta. They just doing it up every time, man. Like, serious. With no fun, like no mask, nothing. Just
that's wrong. But he calls Atlanta an island in a sea of bigotry.
Yeah.
So and I was like, that's incredible. Like, I didn't come up with that, but I say it. You know what I'm saying? But what he means is, so the governor, he, of course, is a 45 supporter. You know what I mean? And so, and like, in the sense of not saying like, oh well, he has a chance to do things right. No, he's just like a supporter on the side of, everything he says is right. Like part of the cult that is Donald Trump supporters. So it's there's two levels to being conservative. You know what I mean? You can be conservative, and that's completely fine and good, right? Because there's actually a lot of strong values with that.
Absolutely.
But then there's Trump supporters, which, for the most part, are like part of a cult, I think. So, but anyway.
And delusional as fuck as a Cowboys fan. Like a Cowboys fan.
The delusional like Cowboys fans?
Delusional as fuck.
Okay, see, now we going into something else. Because he knows I'm a Cowboy fan. He knows I'm a Cowboy fan. And that's because I had to. It is kind of a cult a little bit. Like, I grew up in the 90s in Dallas, and you can't not like that team. It's like, they're just great.
But y'all fucking think y'all going to the Super Bowl every
year? Every year. This is our year. But now they're messing up because they didn't pay Dak, and Dak is going through a whole issue. Like, I don't even know what to do. I don't even care about football anymore. So once I stop being a Cowboy fan, I'm not even watching the NFL. Anyway, but no, Governor Kemp is suing Atlanta. Not Atlanta. Let me stop there. Not the city of Atlanta. He's just suing Keisha Lance Bottoms and the city council.
Yeah. Like in a civil suit?
Right. Suing them, him suing them, not even the governor's office suing them. So, and the reason why this is an issue is because I think they are politicizing, where his party actually is trying to not politicize coronavirus. Most Republicans are trying to not politicize it, but he's politicizing it because he's suing her. You know what I mean? Like, and that's public information. Like, he shouldn't. And the other issue is that also Augusta and Savannah have a mandate for masks. Yeah. So why would he only single out Atlanta? So that's just obvious. Like, why would you make a dumb move like that as a governor? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and Atlanta being the most populous city in the
exactly.
It just proves that most of Georgia is dumb.
And,
outside of Atlanta's pretty dope.
You think he got some type of issue with Ms. Bottoms?
No, that's obvious, man.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's after she says it's like propaganda and a personal vendetta. Mm-hmm. You feel that way anytime somebody sends you a personal letter and it says, "Hey, I'm suing you for what you decided to do."
Sure.
And then it's like a two-edged thing because he's saying that it's a misuse of police enforcement, but his entire party is saying that we need more police enforcement. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, I guess you could say, well, maybe they shouldn't enforce it, but the thing is they can't enforce it anyway. It's a mandate, right? Like, you can't, it's a mandate they're trying to do to where they, like, have a level of people saying, okay, you're not wearing it, and these people that work for the city are like, hey, we do have a mask mandate, and then it's a voluntary thing for the stores and the companies to require it to walk in. Just like in any place they should mandate it. Like to walk into a place, whenever we're walking anywhere, like where there's a lot of people that you don't know, grocery stores, anything you want inside to buy something, just wear a mask.
Exactly. I mean, that's just common sense. I mean, the gym,
when you walk in, you need to have it on.
No, I actually worked out the whole, a whole 2 hours with the mask on. It was hard.
Yeah.
Well, I took like 2 breaks, went to the restroom. I was dying. Oh my god, it was hard.
I tried this shit once my face started turning red. I said, this is last time I'm doing this shit again.
I can't even wear it. I'd be in and out of the grocery store 10 minutes. I'm
like, we were just walking earlier.
Yeah, we went hiking. We went hiking this morning, and we had our masks on. Dude walked up the hill, and goddamn, I'm breathing like a goddamn sweating hog. Sweating on top of the hill, so I mean, this shit was just crazy, man. I was gasping for air, but man, dude. I mean, as far as public places, you should wear a mask. But you doing any type of physical activity, I say it's your choice. You don't have to wear a mask. You can't wear a mask if you want to.
I mean, I believe that everybody should feel like we are in this together and that we should be empowered to look after one another. And I do kind of empathize with people that feel like we need to have that choice. So whenever you start feeling audacious to say, "Oh, I'm gonna force you to wear this," it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't work when you try to control how ethical I am. As a free moral agent, humanity, so to speak, we know we're the only species that truly appreciates other humans. Like, we are other species. You know what I'm saying?
So how do you feel? They're gonna start charging, giving folks $300 fines for not wearing a mask.
I don't know where's that happening.
Here.
That's happening here.
Being outside or just inside anyway?
Just going to a public place or being outside.
Yeah, if you're around a lot of people and you're not wearing a mask, they can do these citations.
So if you're in line at Randy's, you need to have a mask?
Yeah.
Because, that line be long.
Exactly.
On the way.
For real.
I really want to try it.
I put on a mask when I'm around a lot of people in public, or if I'm going to a grocery store, in any store. Like, even today, just walking out my apartment to like a hallway, I put it on. I don't want to, because nobody's there.
I don't know. I hate that.
Yeah.
Trust me, everybody
At
do.
the same time, for me, it's about just being considerate.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You gotta respect this thing.
It's like parking your car in a parking lot, right? Like, you don't just pull to a parking lot and just park sideways or park crooked. You know what I mean? It's the same shit.
Right.
Just don't be a dick.
Thank you. That's the easiest way to put it, to be honest.
I hate when folks go crazy in the grocery store. I got medical condition. I can't wear this mask and all that. The woman outside, well, I got asthma. And I'm still wearing the mask, so what's your excuse? I mean, shut the fuck up. You know, wear the damn mask.
Honestly, this is
don't come to the store, get this.
And the other thing is, because I guess I'm like a hard breather or something, because I feel like I'm always moving the mask, I'm trying to but I'm always fiddling with it. Like, I pull it around, I pull it up all the time. Yeah, I do be going at it too much, but
I do see a lot of people does that. Like, they just keep
it
lifting
just-
it
I
up.
do say-
Like, I went to Starbucks and they're just, I'm like, you're touching my coffee.
I know.
Like, don't.
I know.
Yeah.
Especially you go
Or
around.
you see a lot of them, their nose is not even covered.
Yeah. It's like,
And really,
Their
what you
mouth.
should cover is just your nose. in all reality, because I mean, now this is more tangent, but there was this coworker I had, and he is friends with a visiting nurse, and she goes around and she does like different areas. She says it actually starts in your nose, and then it like leaks down to the chest cavity. And the issue is, if you catch it early while it's still in your ear, nose, and throat area, then it's much easier to deal with. But once, if you have any underlying conditions and it begins to drip down, then it's almost too late if you have that. You know what I mean? So some people, they get over it fast because it only stays up there, and then they're able to work through it. You know what I'm saying? But once it drips down is when it becomes a problem. You know?
I wish one thing this mask would block. Goddamn, I went to the bathroom, I had my mask on, somebody blew it up. In that damn mask. I wish that damn mask blocked that shit, cause that shit had me.
I kind of feel like that was a good thing, cause I was like, man, I walked into a Target restroom, and I was like, it doesn't stink in here for once. Maybe it's because I have a mask on.
For real,
Yeah.
That goddamn scent went right through that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, know what I'm talking about?
Where were you at?
I need this mask for.
Where were you at? I'm never going there.
Goddamn. I was at what was it? I was at State Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Upgrade your mask, man.
Yeah.
You guys just lost a Stater Brothers sponsorship.
I know. I'm sorry, State Brothers. Goddamn.
Sorry, guys.
I don't think Stater Brothers is
No.
The worst too is like there's. I mean, I already watched the parking lot and the mask on. You want to be friendly, smile at somebody, and you're looking at them, and they just think you're staring.
I was just telling him that earlier.
Yes.
So you're just giving them a smile.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah, you looking mean as hell, like you're an ex-murderer or something. You looking at them like, damn.
Yep.
No facial expression at all.
Yep, I've been paying attention to my eyes more than ever.
Yeah, it's weird.
And usually I don't. I mean, I do because I make sure I don't get caught looking at certain things in public. You know, guys. You know what I'm talking about. So,
What? Dogs?
Yes.
dogs and cars.
Yeah.
Look at those wheels. And so, you know what I'm saying? So, but like, I've been noticing that like, people will stare at me. I'm like, oh my god, like what are they doing? Oh, they could be smiling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking people staring at me. I'm all sensitive, like
They're trying to say hi. Can't see the facial expression.
Yeah.
So I've been moving my hands more. I'm like, just saying, just moving like that because I'm like, you know, I call myself like people looking at me like, why are you staring at me?
And in your head, you're like, why are you mad that I'm smiling at you?
But they can't even see you.
Should we get used to that anyway? I don't think we should get used to this, man. Like, we should always be uncomfortable with masks.
I do feel like people are a little friendlier now. They do way more.
Yeah.
I remember back before this even started, I'd be waving and they just like look straight at the crowd like
Exactly.
Like they
Or
saw
like
the
they'll
ghost.
greet you. Good morning.
Yeah, you know, they'll look at you and walk right past you. You can see how they walk right past you. But now they a little bit more polite. I guess the COVID-19 make them humble. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, for me, it's, you got two. You got people who are nice, and you got people that not nice, like super crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Super crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's so crazy that like this Brian Kemp and Keisha Lance Bottoms like started this whole conversation. You know what I'm
The
saying?
damn mask mandate. Yeah,
You know what I'm
damn it.
saying?
So
And she actually tested positive, and her son and her I don't know if she has a son or daughter, but her kid and her husband, like they all are dealing with, they all tested positive, and so I don't know. I mean, I don't like that it's been politicized. That's why I agree with that being like a big dummy thing, because if anything, these people that are in leadership positions, whether they're doing leadership stuff or not, they're in that light.
yeah.
I really feel like a unified front is more important than ever.
Yeah.
And that's just not what's happening.
Yeah.
And if they're fighting with the CDC, and you know, I just feel like, just like, you know, people get in trouble for saying things that they have the legal right to say, and they get into trouble for it.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why, you know, maybe they're not taking that same idea and being like, hey, like maybe what they see is important. Maybe what people see is important. Maybe because we do have this access to the CDC, and we do have this, you know, we do have access to the entire budget of a state or a country or a city, that, you know, we got to stand like united to find a way to, you know, do this better, instead of like tell somebody, oh, well, you're not really qualified for this, but they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would people fight with like the CDC and Dr. Fauci? I mean, I get that You know, he might be in bed with like some people that make vaccines. That might be true. He might be getting like slid some money, but the truth is he has the most information. Like he is most experienced. And I just feel like you gotta look to do what's right before you like try to find what's wrong.
Yeah, and like I said, man, at the end of the day, wear your damn ass. Come ready to get out of this COVID shit. Because the more you don't wear your mask, the longer they'll say we're gonna shut down this shit, and shit never gonna get back.
Yeah, we're never gonna be able to go to like. I want to go to a concert again and not have to be outside for it and like away from people. I want to meet people that I never met before another time.
I want to actually go to a bar and drink and not drink at home. Shit.
I want to go to a basketball game.
Exactly.
I want to go. I don't want to watch it in a bubble, like, or whatever they call it.
That's a whole nother damn hole, too.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Y'all can play basketball, but we can't go watch the game. Like,
I know. Come on, man. I mean, so yeah, man. We just want people. I'm with you.
Yeah. So get going to Kim, the dummy of the day.
You big dummy.
You big dummy. You big. That's what I'm talking about, man. But yeah, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man, and everything.
Thanks for having us too. By the way, sick ass setup. Like,
Yeah. Shout out to Beacon Radio, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all follow them, man. And get y'all information again, man, to let folks know what's up.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah. Run the vid real quick.
Let's give them a real introduction to what this thing looks like. Okay, so this is the iBalance machine.
Yeah.
And
hey, they gonna make it do what it do this some of y'all, man. Doing this COVID times.
Everybody ready,
baby. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
So everything
that should do a challenge.
Oh yeah.
For those people that.
Once we get it out.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So everything they've been talking about this whole time, we about to show it.
Exactly. Let's do it.
Is there volume going on to the video? I'm not hearing it, but yeah, there's audio to it. It's just music, so.
Is it playing? Play our music behind it.
Yeah.
Play our music behind it.
Totally. Yeah.
It comes up 30 seconds behind us.
Nice.
That's dope.
Is that your work?
Yeah. Say, whose wife is that? I was just gonna say it.
I watched that video.
Oh, I watched this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of when
That's
she
how
first.
we all were when we first.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
That's still me. 3 weeks later.
3 weeks later.
Wow.
She even came in confident, right?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, like how she walked into
And
it.
she's like, I'm ready.
Yeah, so if you do like the side to side, and the slower you go side to side, that gives you even different workout.
She's doing that. Like, she's killing it.
There's push-ups that go like that.
Oh, and she doesn't have those things anymore.
Yeah, the pegs.
Oh,
The pegs. Oh my god.
Spider, Thunderbird.
Oh yeah, she did a Superman push-up.
Oh, she on some next level shit.
Was she doing like every day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Was that every week?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, those moves are dope. Wait till you see the moves in the video. Really?
She's gonna get gnarly.
No, I guess we gotta close them out. Yeah, let's go do it. So, yeah, man. Just go and finish giving y'all information again, man.
Oh, yeah. So you can check us out on Instagram at iBalanceMachine and on www.ibalanceworkout.com.
Man, we appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to iBalance for coming through, man. Shout out to Beacon Radio, man, as our sponsor, man. It's just another episode of Locker Room Talk, man. Let's get these games, yeah!
Go!